I can remember the men in my life almost made it seem like you was soft if you was monogamous. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that like you're supposed to be promiscuous. That's what makes you a man. Is you supposed to go out here and go
How
so
many bitches you can get?
correct. I was trying to be nice. Thank you.
This ain't a
I
nice
appreciate
one.
that. You feel me?
Real nigga shit.
You're right.
Sexual freedom. No, women do be insecure when they fuck with multiple men, but we're not
If
talking about that.
no other statement taught y'all that this is a biased ass show, it was it's that statement.
Listen, I am the devil's advocate.
When a
Yes.
man do it, he's insecure. If a
No, I'm
woman do it, it's
saying.
freedom.
Hey, Pink Freaks, welcome back to the Pink Frequency Podcast, the space where love, beauty, and cosmic truth, and whatever else I talk about, all flows together. I'm your host, your lovely, lovely host, looking like Big Boo today, Bella Sunshine.
Clank, clank, clank. Most of you know him as Jon Connor, but as January 2026, he has stepped into a new era under the name the Artist Yahn Freeman. YAHN. And that name change isn't just branding, it represents transformation. In 2025, as Jon Connor, he released 24, a full collaboration album with legendary KLC of Beats by the Pound. Yes, no limit KLC. Food for the Soul, an album centered around introspection, purpose, and inner nourishment. A Twin Flames EP with California artist Tootsie the Rapper, plus numerous singles that reflected growth and honesty. And then, as of January 2026, as we just said, he officially stepped into his new identity as the artist Yahn Freeman and released an 8-track project available now on his website and iTunes. That's available
It'll
already?
be
It
available
will be available
January 20th.
January 20th. Okay. So, Jan, welcome back. Well, welcome to the Pink Frequency Podcast.
Well, thank you first and foremost for that very. First of all, it was very thought out. You did your research on the intro, and I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You know this means the world to me. This is one of my closest, nearest, dearest friends. Like this is my homie.
Yes, we go way back.
Way back, like four fast on the Cadillac.
No flats on the lack. Let's go.
Okay, so
Well, while she's looking up the first question to
I got
ask
it
me,
right here. Go ahead,
hold
do your
on.
shit.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me give y'all an introduction,
Oh, he.
okay?
Oh, that was your nice way of saying. Let me. Okay, I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
no.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna give y'all the introduction to how we met.
Oh, oh.
So, first of
I
all,
didn't know you was gonna do that.
first of all, I want to say I'm so very proud of you
Thank you.
because when I first met Bella, it was so she had a was it TikTok account?
No
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
So on her Snapchat account, she was so entertaining and the energy and the vibes was everything y'all see on this show now. But it was like that back in what year was this?
2016 been 10 years.
2016. I remember seeing her on Snapchat and just being so entertained and she was making me laugh like all the time. We didn't know each other. We never ran across each other in Flint, nothing like that.
We
But
actually did. We
she's gonna tell the story and say we did.
we did, but go
All
ahead.
right. So I first well, so my first recollection
Hmm.
was seeing her on Snapchat and just being this just super vibrant, super funny personality that y'all are getting to witness before y'all very eyes. And I just want to say because ever since them days, I always used to say that you should have a forum and you should do something like this.
Yes, you did.
That you needed to be in front of
I
cameras.
always tell people that too.
Yes, on a regular basis.
Yes.
So I just want to say I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I am proud of you. And I am a visionary because I seen this shit coming a long
Yes,
time
and
ago.
also I want to give him a shout out because I always went by Sunshine, and we did some work together some years ago, and he was like, "You need to put something in front of it," and he gave me Bella, so that's where Bella Sunshine came from. It
Come on
came
now.
from
Come on now.
Yon.
Come
Pop your
on now. Come
collar. Pop
on
your
now.
collar.
Come on now. Look. Don't get nothing on you
Now
now.
let me
Hold up.
tell my
All
story.
right, come on.
So
Come
we
on with it.
first met in 2011. You had to my brother Jeremy had a fashion show at U of M,
Mm-hmm.
and you had your camp with you and everything, and
Yes.
you walked in like that nigga,
Yes.
and I was working the door.
Uh-huh.
And you came and sat at my table. He was like, "Hey, I'm John. What's your name?" And I told you. And he was like, "I was like, can you sign my mixtape? It's the Vinny Chase
Yes.
mixtape." And he
Yep.
signed it for me. And then we didn't see each other ever again until
Yeah.
2016.
That's
So,
a fact.
you know,
That's a
but
fact.
I understand, we yeah, because we connected on Snapchat off of Big Timers. I was listening to the Hot Boys and shit like that. Cash money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I'm a big Cash Money fan.
yeah.
And so we connected on that. We connected on our love for New Orleans hip hop. I'm a big Cash Money fan, No
No
Limit fan.
limits, yes.
So once we started vibing on that, it was a wrap. So
Hmm.
again, I just want to say I'm so proud of you
Thank you.
for everything that you're doing, from the movies to the podcast. And yeah, y'all don't know. We got music together. So look, in the comments, if y'all want us to put out the music we did together, let us know in the comments, because I still got that shit on like a hard
I
drive.
still have it.
Yeah, and it's still fire. So look, if y'all want to hear the music we did together, y'all let us know in the comments, man.
Some fire music
It
too.
is. It's
Especially
crazy.
that song with me and Jada. I'm just, that song
Yes.
with me and Jada was it's
Shouts to Jada
yeah,
Ali.
shout out to her. We gotta bring her on here.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I gotta quit. Okay, so
All right.
what does this evolution, your name change and body of work, like, represent for you personally?
For me personally, what I've been telling people is that I started to feel like being professionally known as Jon Connor started to feel like an outfit that I outgrew. You know what I'm saying? Where you can it's comfortable and all of that,
Mhm.
but your arms is sticking out. And
Flood.
you flooding. You feel me? And I just feel like I don't feel like as a human I'm the same person who decided to call himself Jon Connor. And what I said in one of my posts when I announced that I was gonna do that is I ain't mad, or I'm not gonna get offended if somebody refers to me as Jon Connor. I just look at it as a nickname, another nickname,
Ah, okay.
for myself. But professionally, yeah, the Artist Yahn Freeman is about, I feel like sometimes people, artists or entertainers, we can come up with these stage names and start to hide behind them,
Mm,
as kind of like a mask, you know what I mean? Because we really don't want to show people who we really are. We end up creating these personas or these fake names because we feel like, well, they'll accept the persona,
mm,
but they won't accept me, who I really am. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And so for me, it's like Jon Connor has always been who I really am as far as the things that I say in the music.
Yes.
That's really Jan Freeman's perspective.
Yeah.
And I always felt like, well, Jon Connor is saying the things on records that Jan wants to say in his everyday life, but it won't be accepted if I say it. You feel me?
Hmm.
But if I put a beat behind it and call myself this other name, people will accept my truth. But it's like now, I'm like, yo, I've outgrown having to wear a mask in order to tell my truth. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love that for you.
Thank
I
you.
love that for you.
And so I just wanted to embrace it all the way. Jan is who I am. Like I said, if you see me on the streets and call me Connor, I ain't gonna get mad. But it's like, yeah, I look at Connor as like another nickname. But what it means to me is just fully embracing who I am, not feeling like I have to create a persona to hide behind. Um, and I hope it inspires other people to do the same. Basically, it's just, live in whatever your truth is.
I love that for you, especially number one, me knowing you. Number two, as a black man, it's so always like I always tell y'all, I'm gonna love and marry a black man. It's always beautiful when you see a black man just evolving for a good evolution. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
evolution can all you have like cons to it, but
Yeah.
stepping into your truth and stepping into your full identity, like, look, okay, this is me. You know, I love that for you, especially as a black man.
Thank
You
you.
know,
And if I may,
yes.
so people don't know either. Jon Connor wasn't my first stage name. So like for a lot of people, it's like for me to do that, they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." But for me, it's exactly what you said. It's evolution. My first rap name was Do So when I was in the hood and I was with my homeboys in high school. And then it came to a point when I was 18 years old where it was like I feel like I've outgrown being Do So far as professionally, because I associated that name with high school and everything I had did then, and I just wanted a clean slate. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I kind of got to that exact same point with Jon Connor, where it's like I feel like I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish as Jon Connor. When I was 19, I said I wanted to get a record deal when I decided to become Jon Connor. I did that. I said I wanted to be on the double XL freshman list when I became Jon Connor. I did that. I said I wanted to do certain things. I had certain goals. And then sometimes you look around, and I remember a friend of mine told me this, we'll start getting frustrated, right? And we'll start asking ourselves, what more can I do? But really, that just means it's time for you to start setting some new goals. And I felt like I had accomplished
that perspective.
appreciate it. I felt like I had accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish as Jon Connor. So it was getting frustrating. Like, where else am I supposed to go? It's like, well, it's time to put that one on the shelf. You did everything you wanted to do. Now evolve past Jon Connor and set new goals and then start a whole new journey. And it feel good. It feel real.
You look so happy. You
Thank you.
glowing. You look lighter.
Dang, I wish I could have got my beard trimmed.
Oh, stop it.
For
Stop
real,
it.
for real. My
You don't
shit-
look bad.
Well,
Oh,
thank you.
looks
I
nice. It looks
appreciate
nice.
it.
Alrighty. So, my topic today is monogamy, men, and misunderstanding.
Okay.
So there's this long-standing narrative that men are naturally non-monogamous, that biologically men are wired to want variety of women, which most men have told me that, and they're wired, and women are wired for attachment and security, which me as a woman, I would say like, yeah, but I think that the narrative has been used as an excuse more than an explanation because biology may influence desire, but character determines behavior. Men fall in love, men bond emotionally, men attach. The difference is many men are socialized to separate access from responsibility. So, my question to you, the artist Yahn Freeman,
Yes, thank you for that.
do you
Thank
think
you.
that men avoid monogamy, or do you think some men avoid the emotional accountability that comes with that?
Both.
Okay.
Do I think? See, this might, man.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, just to make sure I fully understand the question, ask it one more time.
Do you think that men avoid monogamy, or do you think that they avoid the emotional responsibility that comes with it?
Well, I think it starts sooner than that. I don't think that from a young age, I don't think men are taught monogamy.
Mm.
I think that just like anything else, we are products of learned behavior, right? And I tell people all the time, children don't inherit just money and material things, they inherit behavioral patterns, right?
Yes.
So the way I look at when it comes to like dating and monogamy, I can speak for me personally. When I was a kid, I can remember the men in my life almost made it seem like you was soft if you was monogamous. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that like you're supposed to be promiscuous. That's what makes you a man. Is you supposed to go out here and go
How
suck.
many bitches you can get?
Correct. I was trying to be nice. Thank you.
This ain't a
I
nice one.
appreciate that. You feel me?
Real nigga shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was like that was the thing. Like from your father and your uncles and whoever the case or whoever is boy, I know you out there knocking them down. Like you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
let you be a little young dude, at least when I was growing up, and you say, like, well, I got one girlfriend. And it's like the end of the world. You got one girlfriend. What the fuck wrong with you? You feel me? It
Yeah.
becomes a thing. Like that something's wrong with you if you like I can remember times growing up where it was like I like this girl and every dude in the room would be like, here this nigga go, you like a girl, you like
Make
her.
it seem like you was simp or something.
Yes, like it was something wrong with just liking one girl, right?
Yeah.
So even as you get older, now you and your teenager, so you're hearing this when you like 5, 6 years old. My son about to be knocking them down. I'm talking about from the time a little boy come out his mama womb and the daddy hold the baby, like yeah, he gonna be.
That's a fact. I have 2 sons. So, yes.
So you saw this.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's getting programmed and conditioned in our head that that's a part of what being a man is. From the time you out the womb, oh, you gonna be knocking him down. He gonna be a little player. Look at him, blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you in the teenage years. Now you have all these other male influences around you, whether it's your peers who the same age as you, your uncles, your grandfather, whoever it is, your boss at work. It's like there's this culture in man world, and like I say, at least when I was growing up, where it made it seem like that was a part of manhood. I think, you know, to use the phrase that Lauryn Hill used, we was all as men miseducated
Okay.
in a lot of ways.
I would say, like, I understand that perspective. When I had my first son, my father was like, I'm taking him to the strip club when he turned 2 or some dumb shit. And I was like, what do you mean?
Mhm.
I gotta show him, kind of hoes. I said, oh, nothing against the strippers. I love the strippers. I love the strippers. But I'm like, what the, my child thinking like
Uh-huh.
that's what he's supposed to go after. I tell my son is 17, and I tell him all the time, I don't want to meet all your little girlfriends.
Mhm.
Unless you serious about somebody, don't bring them little girls around me. Don't bring every girl. This my girlfriend. I'm not going for that. He went through something with his little girlfriend and he was mad because I checked him about it. I was like, you told this girl you love her, blah blah blah. You be taking her on dates, da 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 da. Like, you mad because she found another girl on your phone. I did tell her like, hey, that's my property. Actually, I pay the bill, but
Mhm.
still, I didn't justify his actions. Like, I get that because that's crazy how they teach women
Mhm.
to prep themselves for a husband, but then they don't teach men, young boys to want to be a husband.
I
It's ass fucking backwards.
110% believe that that's what the problem is.
Okay.
Is that so then it takes men a while to go on a journey of self to figure out that the way we got taught was bullshit. You know what I'm
So
saying?
when does it become a man's responsibility though to unlearn those things?
So think about it like this. I mean, it's always his responsibility to seek knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and to grow and evolve and become a better person. But sometimes, what if these dudes are not in an environment that's reflective of growth? You feel me? Like, what if all of the people you around are talking the same shit, the same toxic shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you got to be a strong-willed person. And
you
I'm
do.
just
You
I'm gonna
do.
just keep it real. For me, because I always had a strong sense of self, right?
Hmm.
Um, I went through that phase just like any other young man where you're trying to figure it out, right? So there was a time in my life where for no reason I made stupid ass decisions when it come to women, but this was only because I was trying to figure it out. It was like,
Okay.
is this what I'm supposed is like because let's say all the dudes is sitting around talking.
Mhm.
Let's say you're in your 20s, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm gonna put on it, I think that at different points in my life, I was a very insecure person, even with all of the Jon Connor shit and
Yeah.
being on TV and magazines and all that type of shit. That none of that stuff changes who you are on the inside. It honestly amplifies whatever toxic shit is inside of you 10 times more
Oh.
because struggle is what makes you change.
Hmm.
So if I'm Jon Connor and everybody's kissing my ass, then it's making a pathway for me to stay in certain behavioral patterns. You feel
Nobody
me?
holding you
No
accountable.
one's holding me accountable.
Hold these niggas accountable,
So now
please.
you're just a successful, insecure motherfucker. Like you know what
Damn,
I'm saying? It's not that the
that
the
sounds like a heavy weight to carry.
it is. Glad we're talking about it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's like that's what a lot of people I think don't understand when they watch like certain people or they be taking advice from a lot of these motherfuckers on TV and shit.
Mhm.
It's like, no, just because a person has a bunch of money doesn't mean that they're necessarily evolved as a human. That just means they have a skill set and a job that they're good at that allows them to get money. That don't make a motherfucker a relationship counselor. That don't make a motherfucker a psychiatrist now just because this nigga good at goddamn basketball or something. Now you taking relationship advice from him. No, this is just a rich basketball playing ass nigga who's still insecure.
Yeah.
So I know that because I was that. So that's the only reason, you know what I'm saying, I could speak on it. But I went through that era of you sitting around
Mhm.
and everybody sharing they who got what panty story. You feel me? And now you starting to feel like well shit. Am I supposed to interject in the conversation? You dig what I'm saying? And so I could see, because I consider myself a very mentally tough person, right?
Mhm.
So I can imagine motherfuckers who are less mentally tough than me
Mhm.
feeling like that's what they should do so they can be included in the man circle of the conversation. You dig what I'm saying? You literally start to feel like something's wrong with you if you're not being promiscuous. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of self growth because this is a part of being a fucking man. Think about that though. Think
That's
about it.
crazy work.
Think about it like this. If yo, if one of your parents taught you that 1 plus 1 is 3,
Mhm.
right? You would think that that's what it is.
Yeah, then somebody come tell you that's two.
You don't know how to react.
You know, like, what the fuck do you mean
You
it's
feel
two?
me?
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a while to acclimate to the fact that it's actually two. That I got taught wrong. You
Mhm.
feel me? But a lot of times in man world, there is not. It ain't a lot of men that's gonna tell you that 1 + 1 is 2, because then that would make them have to accept that it's 2 as well. What I'm saying by saying that is 1 + 1 is 3. Just for y'all that's getting lost on this analogy, right? 1 + 1 is 3 is fucking with a lot of women, right?
Mhm.
1 + 1 is 2 is being a stand-up guy with morals and integrity, right? And so a lot of dudes enjoy the fact that majority of people think that 1 + 1 is 3, so they keep doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to face themselves and they don't want to be accountable. I'm getting super long-winded.
You all
Continue.
right.
No.
I'm listening. I'm taking it in.
But yes, because it is, it's bullshit, because I was that kid
Yeah.
that struggled. Like I went through a couple phases. The first phase was who I am as a person, right?
Mhm.
Jan, sucker for love, loves to be in love, loves to be in a relationship, loves that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I love to love. I don't need a bunch of women. You
Yeah.
feel me? But I went through the phase of, like I said, even the homies in high school, I can remember being in relationships and it would be a whole thing in the studio where it would be like, I'm gonna say how they said it to me.
Okay.
This nigga Deuce loving these hoes. Oh my God, this nigga in love again. So now it's becoming like love is a bad word. Like this is some shit.
Damn.
That's what
That's
it,
deep.
but that's what it was becoming.
Hmm.
Where it was like, wow, I'm gonna get teased if I love somebody. So now, even if that's not who you really are, you start to become the dude that's trying to be a I sucked at being a player. Like I'm not that. It's not. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at it. I was terrible at it. Anytime I tried to be a fucking player, I got caught. Back at y'all, look, y'all don't know about this. This for the younger audience. So three-way was like next level technology back in the
I knew
day.
you was taking it to the three-way, bro.
Three-way was next level technology. Listen, two girls I'm messing with call each other, call me on three-way. I'm not knowing that they set me up. Lord, it was too many times that I got set up and got caught up on three-way. But long story short, as I think that to your general question, I think that it starts with not being taught at a young age how
Mhm.
they should behave as men. And I think that it's a cycle, it's a trait that gets passed down from generation to generation. It's the father did it to his son because the granddad did it to the dad, the great granddad did it to, you feel me? That and so it really takes just a lot of character,
Mhm.
a lot of strength and a lot of mental toughness to, as a man, find your way out of that and find like-minded men to pour into you. You
Amen.
feel me? And because that's important as well. You
Like
need to
that.
be around like-minded individuals
You do.
that will check and out. Damn it, because you got me started. Because
That's what we
yeah,
here for.
but it's
I
like
got more questions, but we here, we talking.
that was the problem with like Jon Connor in a certain times of my life.
Mhm.
There were no men holding me accountable when I was doing dumb shit. Cause 9 times out of 10, they was doing dumb shit too. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And we're all making excuses for each other. Like, oh nigga, you got
Well, I
caught.
ain't say she was my girl.
You that type of
I
shit.
didn't really like,
You feel
kind of,
me?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it takes having accountable adult, mature men to be in your life to hold to hold you accountable at times too, as well.
Yeah. Y'all have to really change y'all circle because really that's what it's about. It's accountability. Like, I get the whole being young and what's being embedded into you, but at some point we have to stop using those things as crutches and be like, you know what, this shit is not cool because I think sometimes a lot of times when men do shit like that, when it get done to them, it's the end of the fucking world. But when it's got, when we supposed to accept it and forgive you, it was a mistake. It was da-da-da. I tell people all the time, it goes both ways. Cheating is never a mistake. It's a choice. You chose to do that. You didn't accidentally, mistakenly stick your dick in another bitch, like, or pop your pussy for another man. You just that's not a mistake. You pulled your panties down, or he pulled them down. You stood there. You let it happen. It was a choice. You know what I'm saying? So moving.
I got questions for you though.
What's popping?
So okay, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
we just talked about how majority of men are taught to be that.
Uh-huh.
Are women necessarily taught to be promiscuous? Because what I'm saying by saying that is, then that means women would be going out of their way to be being promiscuous, as where dudes, you're taught to be that way.
I would say no. I feel like women become, and this is just based off my experience in talking with other women, become promiscuous. And it's not saying it's right, because I'm not saying it's right, but from heartbreak.
Mm.
You know, well, shit, if he doing it, fuck it, what we on? You know what I'm saying? And then it probably becomes like a fun thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? At one point, I felt like I was doing my big one. You know what I'm saying? Just doing what I wanted to do. But really, it was just, you know, anyways, moving
So
forward.
before you ask the next question, so for look, this segment of the interview, we looking directly into the camera now. Which camera we on, bro?
This one here.
This one or this one?
That one.
This one. Listen. For all of y'all dudes, I don't care what you do for a living. I don't give a damn if you're a professional basketball player. I don't give a fuck if you work at McDonald's, okay? When you no longer a child, you got to put away childish things, right?
Yeah.
So I be feeling like dudes that still be like, dudes that cheat on their wives are like the biggest suckers to me. Just don't get married then. If you
don't get
not,
married.
you feel me? If you want to be out here playing around doing what you gonna do, okay, that's your business, dog. But I feel like the biggest suckers to me are niggas that cheat on their wives and dudes that don't take care of their kids. Like, to me, I have no respect for you.
Take care of your kids.
Yeah, I have no respect for you at all. If you don't have the discipline, dog, think about what that really is when y'all cheat on your wife. Dog, y'all willing to lose half of your shit, the house, have to pay child support, you betraying the trust of somebody that love you, you willing to separate to the fact like your kids now got to get separated and all of that, all for what? Some shit that's gonna be less than an hour. Most of it's fucking like, for some shit that's gonna be less than an hour, dog. You about to fuck up the rest of your life
for a quick nut.
You feel me? Like, that's the most dumb shit I've ever. That's crazy. So to me, it's like, get it out your system. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you feel like, I don't care if you got the tuxedo on, bro, and y'all at the church or wherever. If you don't know for a fact, bro, that you have disciplined yourself to be able to turn down some ass, don't do it. Keep dating, you know what I'm saying? Keep courting until you get to that point where you can really look that woman in her eyes and be like, I love you, forsaking all others. Other than that, you just a sucker and you trying to lock a girl down so other people don't have her. It's not even that you want her. It's just that you don't want other people to have her. And that's the most
a fact.
selfish, dumbest shit ever. Like,
It is.
yeah.
So, you know, now here's where the conversation can get a little uncomfortable for people. Now, y'all know it's a man's world thing, right? So some men feel like they can date multiple women at once, build emotional bonds, say similar things to each woman, while women are often dating with hope. They hope for clarity, progression, and exclusivity. So the real issue, you know, is not monogamy, it's misaligned intention, I think, you know. So let me say this before I ask you a question. So I just said, you know, guys say similar things to each woman. I always, if I'm talking to a guy, like in the talking stages, I can tell if you copy and pasting me in a group chat. And I tell a nigga, like, I just lose interest in, hey, take me out the group chat. Basically, because you're saying the same thing to me. Like, you're not intentionally trying to get to know me. You not intentionally saying that to me for me.
Right.
You just got a whole bunch of bitches you texting every day, every morning, copy and pasting some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're copy and pasting, man, take me out the group chat. So anyway, my question to you is, do you believe emotional monogamy matters just as much as physical monogamy? And how do men learn the difference between connection and consumption? Do you want to make you answer one at a time? Okay.
So, okay, what's the first
So
question?
do you believe emotional monogamy matters just as much as physical monogamy?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if I overhear you saying some shit to a dude that you should only be saying to me, it's gonna hurt just as much as if I caught you physically doing something.
So you think the hurt is worse or equal?
For me personally,
Uh-huh.
it's the same.
Okay.
But you're being dishonest. it's a show of lack of integrity, and it's a show of a lack of quality of character. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know, a sin is a sin is a sin. You know, just to put it.
Especially if y'all agree that
Yeah,
it's just us having sex. It's just us.
correct.
You know, it's just us. No matter if y'all put the whole relationship title stamp on it. If
Mm.
you say you dating exclusive, then nobody else should be in the picture.
Absolutely.
You know, I feel like if you're gonna date someone, men and women, just people in general, if you're gonna date someone, you should say, hey, we're openly dating. I'm still waiting on my options. You know what I'm saying? I am seeing other people, but you know, I'm still interested in trying to get to know you. I'm just waiting on my options. But y'all not mature enough to do that.
You wanna know what's crazy about this?
What?
This is fucking crazy that in 2026 we're literally. You wanna know what this translates to?
What, y'all?
Just tell the truth. You feel?
Yeah.
It's fucked up that in 2026
I thought you was coming for me.
no, nah, I'm just saying like that we have to like, you know what I'm saying, like on shows like this,
Yeah.
that we have to literally teach motherfuckers common sense. Don't lie, don't cheat, be honest. What the fuck? Like we're grown. Be honest. Listen, honestly, 9 times out of 10, dog, for my fellas out there, if you tell the truth, it's so much doper because you're gonna find out things about her that she probably been wanting to say too. You supposed to be the man, you supposed to be leading, so lead with truth. Because if you be like, hey, I'm not ready for a committed relationship yet, you might be fucking surprised, and she might be like, me neither.
Yeah, I wanted you to go home after we was
You
done.
feel
You ain't
me?
gotta spend the night.
You
No
feel
spending the
me?
night over here. Yes,
But it's
yes,
like,
yes, yes.
you know, when you start, and that's male and female, when you
It
start
is,
lying,
yeah.
you're taking away the option, thus, you're
Taking away their choice.
their choice,
Yeah.
and you're not really getting a chance to date who that person really
Really is.
is. Feel me?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? You feel me? So anyway, continue.
All right. So the next question is, how do men learn the difference between connection and consumption? Because men can just like, you know, think they're connecting.
Mm.
The woman gonna think like we have a connection when a man just consuming your energy and your sex. He's not really, he don't feel no connection to you other than like shit. This feel good. This feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Or you might have good energy. Cause some men can be energy vampires. Like I know, like I have cut certain men off or like distance myself because I know you only want to latch on to me because I give you light.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're in a bad space right now and you're trying to soak me up. You don't really have, we don't have no real connection here.
Correct.
So how do, you know,
So phrase it again.
how do men learn the difference between connection and consumption?
How do men learn
Yeah.
the difference?
How do you think?
Oh man, this is gonna suck. The answer that came to my head initially,
Mhm.
uh, that's one of them. That's one of them things where you kind of gotta touch the stove to know that it's hot type shit.
Okay.
And I feel like if you a mature dude, you'll learn that because there'll come a time where you have a lot of sex with a girl
Uh-huh.
and you're laying in the bed
No shit.
and you're thinking, why the fuck did I just do this? Like,
Hey, I had those thoughts before too. So
so yeah, because y'all need to learn too the difference between connection and consumption.
when you're a real nigga like me, of course.
You feel, but I'm speaking for the men right now, but y'all ladies
Yeah.
need to learn the difference too.
Some
now.
of us, some of us.
But and I'll say the same for me and some of us. But how do you learn the difference? I think, yeah, that's one of those things because that's a very introspective discovery that one has to make
It is. It's the same for women. That's what I was about to say. You have to be honest with yourself.
with yourself.
That's the
Because
only way to learn the
because
difference.
when you're consuming, as you put it,
You're not
which
thinking.
yeah, which means having a lot of sex, right?
Mhm.
So when you continuously having sex, you might be tricking your damn self
That
into
is a
thinking
fact.
like, I think I love her, dog. Like it's like, but you don't. You don't love her. You love the booty.
Then
You know
you're
what
on
I'm
the phone like, I think I
Yeah.
love you.
You feel
love
me?
you. Like, keep on flying by
Did
me.
you get it?
I don't know.
So, you know what I mean? I think that it's one of those situations, connection versus consumption. I think
Mhm.
that that's a journey of self that you got to be honest with it, that when you're laying in the bed with that person and you know the feeling ain't right
Yes.
and you know it's not what you hoped it would be, or you still find yourself yearning for something more, it's your responsibility now to be honest with that woman or honest with that man
Yes.
and let them know this isn't what I thought.
You know what I learned in doing that? Because I have done that.
Mm.
That men don't like when women are that honest. They be like, bitch, what?
Well, right. Nobody likes rejection.
Like, like, hold on, like, I never met men tell me I've never met a woman so forward, so straight out. I'm not, bro.
Man, y'all niggas need to be happy that she's
Like,
being honest with
I'm
y'all.
telling you, like, if we're just having sex, which I'm celibate by the way, but if we're just having sex, I'm gonna let you know that's just what this is. Like, I don't care how your day went. You don't have to ask me how mine is going. I'll hit you when I need something.
Right,
But they don't like that. Like, what? I love talking to you.
See, and let me tell you,
I don't feel the same.
the alternative to a woman being this honest is a woman lying. So which one do you want? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I was always told, always be 100% brutally honest with people, right? And when you do that, they're either going to respond in one of two ways. Either they're going to be brutally honest back or they're going to get mad. But either way, it's good because now you know who you're dealing with.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yes. My philosophy is the truth will either do one or two things: set you free or piss you off. That's
There
it.
it is. And then you can make and all your decisions involving that person going forward is gonna be in alignment with what it should be. Because if a motherfucker can't handle the truth and they get to calling you all kind of bitches and hoes, whatever, that's showing you didn't need to be fucking with them in the first place.
Oh, and I always tell ladies, let me tell y'all something. Just a little tidbit, little sidebar. Pay attention to what a man is saying to you. That's the problem. And I had to learn that. Listen to what they're actually saying because a man will tell you exactly what he feels about you if you fucking listen. It's not going to be one of those conversations where y'all sitting there and just, well, let me tell you how I feel. Y'all could be generally speaking, and you going to hear his intentions. And pay attention to his actions too. Just because a man telling you he love you, if he don't show you, he does not love you. If he tell you he miss you, if he don't show you, he does not miss you. He's just shooting the shit, thinking that because most of us women, we're emotionally, we're emotional creatures by nature, right? Most women who don't evolve or, step into emotional intelligence or their divine feminine power is just gonna fall for what a man is saying. And I tell y'all all the time, pay attention because they're gonna tell you exactly what their intentions are with you. Stop tricking yourself. Stop tricking yourself. Stop tricking yourself. Stop tricking yourself. If that man don't say it's just y'all, it ain't just y'all. Don't assume because niggas is slick. You could spend every day to that with that man. You could talk to that man every day, whatever, know his password to his phone, blah, blah, blah. They are still going to talk to whoever they want to talk to. If that man does not say, hey, will you be my girlfriend? You are not that man's girlfriend. I don't care if you met his mama. And stop wanting to be niggas' mamas all the time. What the fuck?
Lord.
Seriously, women, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always be trying to, speak life into my ladies because nobody's telling bitches this. It's too many pick Mishas. And y'all be trying to come for me with the pick Misha shit, but stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Tricking yourself. It's 2026. Let's stop doing that to ourselves, okay? All the love you want to feel, pour it into yourself. Just pour it into yourself until it's your time to shine. Okay, baby? All right.
Well, look for the fellas while she looking up the next question here. While she just held it down for the ladies, fellas, I'm gonna give y'all some game. I seen a meme, right? And I felt like it hit home. This for y'all. All right. A woman will make rules for a man she doesn't want to be with, and she'll break rules for the man she does want to be with. So if the woman you trying to get at always got some type of I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't want to do this, when you gonna do it? That ain't the one, dog. Because when a woman really wants you, she will go out of her fucking way to make sure she's available and that she's down
Wait, what?
for you.
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
What we saying?
What?
Wait a minute. Run that back.
A woman will make rules
Make
for a
rules.
dude. Rules.
Rules. Oh, okay, rules.
A
Okay.
woman will make rules
Tell you her standard. Is that what you mean
for
by
a
that?
man that she doesn't want to be with, and she'll break rules for the man that she does
that's
want to be
true.
with. Oh, you
That's
damn
true.
right it is. Because I don't know how many times a woman, I don't be having sex on the first night, and then she has sex on the first night with some other dude. Okay. If a girl tell you she don't have sex on the first night or whatever the case may be, she was making rules for you,
That's
brother.
true.
Like, because when
That's
a woman
true.
like a dude,
That's true.
it don't matter if it's fucking 15 days, 15 minutes. If
That's
that's what
true.
she want to be and that's what she want to do, she gonna do that. So again, a woman will make rules for a dude that she don't want to fuck with like that, and she will break every rule for a dude that she do want to be with.
Where'd you have that? Because that's fact.
Oh, it
That's
is.
fact. I always tell men, it's nothing you did to get my vagina. I wanted to get that. I let you think that.
Facts.
I'm letting you think that.
That's what it
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
So stop playing yourself. Stop playing yourself.
that is so true. We do make rules for the guys we really ain't.
Yeah.
You know,
Cause I gotta be in by a certain time. I got work tomorrow. If you
We
like
gonna be
that
sleep-
nigga
we-
for real, you gonna go ahead and fuck with him and be tired at work tomorrow.
child.
'Cause you-
I was just talking about
Period.
that. That's why I can't date, because I know, like, I will stay up. If I like you, we gonna be up until
Exactly.
my alarm go off, and I'll be at work sleepy as
You
fuck.
feel me?
And I don't got the time for that
We're
right
gonna
now.
be talking about it at work. Girl, I was up all night with this nigga, da da da. But for the nigga she don't like, shit, I gotta be to work in the morning. Send this nigga on his way.
Hey, what you finna do?
Exactly. What you finna do?
What you finna do?
Exactly. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You had a question.
I don't have a question. It's just like a state. Like, so I do have a question, but not right now. So I wanted to talk about something.
Yeah.
We had a conversation. I was like, I'm gonna save it for the podcast.
Mhm.
So I was talking to you about me dating this guy, and I was like, we weren't in a relationship.
Okay.
Your point of view was kind of like, if you spend time with that person every day, or that's just y'all having sex, that's a relationship. I didn't really rebuttal that because I'm like, I want to save it for the podcast. I don't feel like because you have sex with somebody every day and don't do
Every
it.
day is every day is crazy.
I feel like
That's how she knows she on some
no,
bullshit.
for real, I'm
You don't
serious.
even you can't even get
I'm
the rest of that statement out.
I'm about to. So what I had told him, I was telling him some shit because this is my friend. So we talked, you know what I'm saying? So I was just telling him like I was dating this guy exclusively, but he never asked me to be his girlfriend. So I don't feel like that was a relationship. That's not a relationship to me.
How do you date
We weren't
somebody
in a
exclusively,
committed
exclusively,
relationship.
but
He
it's
didn't
not a
ask me to be his
relationship?
girlfriend. That means that we're dating to see if we can be in a committed relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like, I'm not your, that, that I just want to say that. Seriously, why do you feel like that's a relationship? No, y'all don't do that.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So the question is, why do I feel like
That was burning a hole in my pocket.
and I see. So you saying so the question is, if you're continuously having sex with someone,
If you dating exclusively, that
Okay.
means y'all just fucking each other, right? And just talking to each other. Y'all are dating to see if y'all could be in a committed relationship. Like, I feel like because like if we dating exclusively
Okay.
and you haven't asked me to be your girlfriend, and I can come to you and say, hey, I want to see other people, and you shouldn't feel no type of way because we weren't committed. The door was still kind of open, but not open.
Okay, so we talking.
All right.
Right. First off, this is why I'm a big fan of over communication.
Okay.
I never assume when it comes to women. I will have the most awkward, uncomfortable conversation to make sure I understand where you are and you understand where I am. Because I feel like in today's world, a lot of people believe how you believe. So I'm not judging, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's first and foremost. So all the people watching this, over communicate, right? Because there are some people that believe if we have sex over and over and over, and we going on dates and we kicking it, you done met the family, you coming to the cookout XYZ,
Yeah.
we together. Like, why would I not believe that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is why I say over communicate. Don't assume. When you assume, you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So your question is, why do I believe that? though?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause maybe, and I don't even give a shit. But it's like, I guess the way that I think about things, they would probably consider old fashioned. I think that first of all, I'm not a promiscuous person by nature, right? I think that if you continuously have sex with somebody over and over and over again, the way the human genetics and the human body is made up, you're going to become closer and closer to that person. Whether you ask a person verbally or not to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, you care about them as if they are. So when people hide behind, well, you didn't ask me or they didn't ask me, but you know how you feel. You can see how they feel. Why do we give adults, oh, man, this is crazy, when we talk about emotional maturity, right? Emotional maturity is not just about emotionally understanding yourself, it's emotionally being able to understand others as well.
Yeah.
So being an emotionally mature person, I feel like it's almost emotionally immature to say, okay, I've been giving myself to you all this time, but shit, you probably don't feel nothing. Yes, they do, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be spending all that time with you like that. It's like the reason why I feel the way that I feel about that is because some things go without saying. They say that 99% of communication is like nonverbal, or 80% of communication is nonverbal. So so that's what they say, right? That's been proven.
I don't know.
So it's like 80%.
Haven't looked into that.
We're gonna have to look that up. So it's like 80% of communication is nonverbal, right?
Okay.
That's what they say. So what am I if I shake your hand and smile at you, what do you get from that?
Hello.
Okay, right. So you made an assumption based off of something physical that I did, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
Well, no, I'm just saying, hold on. So you made an assumption, right? Well, okay, right. Okay.
assumption.
Right. But if you got hello from that, right?
Yes, I did.
So what is sexual intercourse saying? What does that say? If we didn't have to, if we just zipped our lips, got naked, and a man and a woman have sex, that's saying that I like you on a certain level.
Or I'm just physically attracted to you.
But that's why we have to over communicate.
Yeah, but I was just trying to explain to you from my point of view why I didn't look at that situation as a relationship is because we both understood that this can go, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not committed. You know, we're not in a committed relationship. We're trying to see if that's where we can go.
Well, see, in your
You
situation,
know,
is
so
different.
that's
So
what
we're
I'm
talking.
saying.
So we're talking about yours. I thought we were talking about in general.
No,
You talking about just you?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
No,
You giving me new
information.
information. You giving me new. Listen, y'all. This new information. This new information.
Remember we just talked last night and I was telling you, you know what I'm saying?
This new information. Though.
I just said that in the beginning.
What part you said?
I said no, I was saying like, remember when we had that conversation?
Right.
Just yesterday.
For sure. I remember.
And I was telling you like about the situation, and I was like, we weren't in a relationship. We were just he asked could we date exclusively to see, and I was like, sure, because I wasn't ready for a committed relationship either. But you just want to date me exclusively to see if we match to
So I got a
say,
question.
okay,
What's
let's do
the
this.
difference between dating exclusively and a committed relationship? Because to me, they sound like the same thing.
Okay, I understand it. So for me, dating exclusively means that right now we're only sharing energy with each other.
Okay.
And the only expectation is, is just us with the possibility of, okay, say if you in a committed relationship and your spouse came to you or your person came to you and said, I want to see other people.
Okay.
That's crazy. But when you just dating exclusively, I don't think this working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I feel like we can part ways on a better note than saying, you cheated on me. You were doing something with somebody else. I'm not going to feel like you cheating on me. If we dating exclusively and we haven't made a commitment, I'm not going to say, oh, he a fuck nigga because he started talking to another bitch.
Right.
Like, I'm not. I'm like, shit, we tried to see if we can take a step towards a committed relationship. It just didn't work out that way. He was talking to somebody else. That's just how, okay, great. That's how I felt about it. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't ask you about no bitches. Don't ask me about no niggas. But we gonna trust each other enough to know that we're only sharing physicalness with each other. You know what I'm saying? And we're spending time. I know it sounds complicated, but it's really not. And I feel like it sounds complicated because society told us what things were. They gave us the pieces to the puzzle and they created the whole shit. And so when you come into your own ideal of things and you say it in a way that people are like, wait a minute, why? I know it sounds crazy, but it's really not. It's really not, because my expectations are different. If I'm dating you exclusively, I know, like, we gonna have a conversation. We had that conversation. I know that there's a possibility that, and you have your right. Like, I still like, he has a right to, be like, it's somebody else I'm interested in without me feeling like you're a fuck nigga or you feeling like I'm a cheating ass bitch or a lying ass bitch. But if you say, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Oh, you're committed now. So now it's your responsibility to motherfucking don't even sniff another bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't even breathe by her. Hold your breath. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you're responsible for, you know what I'm saying? Responsibility and accountability is two different things. If we're exclusively dating, you need to hold yourself accountable for the shit you say and do. But then if we are committed, you are not only accountable, you're responsible. The choices you making and the shit you doing, now you're responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're not just accountable. So you can be like, all right, yep, I was wrong. Now you're responsible. So whatever comes after the bullshit you do, it's your responsibility to deal with because you did the shit. Just like if you spill some juice, now you got to clean your fucking mess up.
Okay.
You know, so that's just how I looked at it.
So you know what? I 100% agree. First,
Okay.
this is a moment in history
Yes, it
of
is.
life of men and women. Y'all just watched on camera a man and a woman agree.
Yes.
I agree.
And if they know us,
Right, this is a moment.
this is a milestone for us.
It is Capricorn Aries, man.
Yes,
We just
yes.
came so I'll say a couple things. One,
Mhm.
I agree. Two, I understand what did you call it? Dating exclusively
Yes.
as opposed to being in a committed
Yes.
relationship. Okay. But my third thing is now everything you just said to me, right?
Mhm.
I feel like, and I'm not just talking about your situation, I'm talking
Okay.
about in general.
Okay.
I feel like those things should be communicated.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Because
definitely should.
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody has a different perspective. So if you don't communicate certain things and we go off assumptions of people should just know, right?
Mhm.
Then I think that's when people end up in messed up situations and end up having bad blood with each other. But if a woman was to tell me everything that you just said, and then I was able to be like, oh, okay, I fuck with that.
Okay.
I always just say give the person a choice and let them know what they jumping into, and no one should just assume.
I'm
So I
listening to you.
understand. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's right.
Now, let's get back to you,
Mhm.
the artist, Yahn Freeman. Ah! Hey, first of all, he a Flint legend. This is the people's rapper.
Lord.
You hear me? You feel me?
Well, thank you for that compliment.
Clock it.
Thank you for that compliment. Thank you.
You got some plaques under your belt,
Thank you.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
A couple.
Okay, you know.
A couple.
You know.
A couple. A couple.
So, Jan, your music, especially Food for the Soul,
Mhm.
and now your new project, one, speaks to inner work. And relationships demand inner work. You don't evolve creatively without discipline.
Correct.
And you don't evolve rationally or relationally without honesty. So, my question to you is how has your personal growth changed the way you approach love, boundaries, and emotional responsibility? That's my first question.
Okay. How is my personal growth?
Change the way you approach love, boundaries, and emotional
So now we're
responsibility.
gonna break those all down into
Yeah, go.
so how my personal growth changed the way I view love.
Yes.
Okay, well first, um, I went on a journey to figure out what love is. I feel like love is probably one of the most complicated words in the English language. It's four letters, but it's so complicated because everybody has a different definition for what love is, right?
Hmm.
So for me, I wanted to come up with within myself one universal definition for what I felt love is. And based off of that definition, I won't even say the word unless that's how I know I feel, right? Back in
Mm-hmm.
the day, I based love off of other people's perception of love, what TV said love was, what the last relationship I was in felt like, what I was basing it off so many other things that wasn't my own account of what love was.
Mm-hmm.
So what I came up with that works for me is I'm a God-fearing person, right?
Yes.
I love God and I feel like God loves me.
Mhm.
Love. So if it's not what I feel for God and what God feels for me, I shouldn't be saying that word.
I love that.
None of us should. You feel me?
Mhm.
It's like then we should come up with a different word then. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same word. So don't say, "Oh, Connor, I love you." That's the same. So would you so now when you say you love me, you would do these things you doing to me to God?
You been reading my journal.
That's what you got that in
I
mind?
swear. It ain't verbatim, but it's the same ballpark.
You feel me though?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like If that's not what you feel for me, then don't say it to me. You're not gonna
Mhm.
hurt my feelings. It'll hurt my feelings more is if you use that word and bastardize it, and then you do something that's not love worthy or loving or compassionate, and I'm gonna look at you different. So for me, my definition of love is how God feels for me and how I feel for God. God is always there when I need him. God don't judge me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
God don't make fun of you if you cry. God will always have answers for you. God is always going to be there to like give you chance after chance after chance. God is going to grow with you. God is trying to like it's like that's love.
Yeah.
So if that's not what I feel for somebody, I'm not going to say it. Like you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like okay, I don't feel that for that person. And I feel like I don't want people to say it to me if that's not what they mean. You feel me? Or less we should come up with a different word. Because here's the thing. So let's say you have two children, right? Let's say one child grows up in an abusive household, right?
Mhm.
And let's say the father used to abuse them, right? The
Mhm.
kids in the house. And after he whooped their ass, he say, I did this because I love you. So now that little girl and that little boy feels like physicality equates to I love you.
Yeah.
Because that was my earliest memories of hearing the word love. Is somebody putting their hands on me and then immediately after saying I love you.
Mhm.
Right? Then let's say you got another kid who grew up in a household where it was loving and compassionate and kind. And every time they did something good, they got a hug and it was I love you. Right?
Mhm.
So now you got these two people who have very different accounts of the same word. These two people,
Ooh,
let's say they
that's
meet each
deep.
other one day, right?
Yeah.
And then they try to get married or try to be together. But he looks at love as it's caring, it's when somebody hugs me. She looks at love as it's when somebody hits me and abuses me, right?
Yeah.
So now they're trying to make it work and they can't because they're both saying, I love you, but I do love you. They saying the same word, but they got taught it with different intentions. It's different actions that they associate with the word love. And that's why they can't get on the same page because everybody has a different fucking definition for this one word. When really, for me now, the way, and everybody could do what they want to do with it, but what helps me is love means what I feel for God and what God feels for me because I know that I love God and God loves me. So I'm not going to use it unless that's what I mean. So with every relationship, friend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, I'm not saying it unless I feel that way, unless I'm willing to forgive you when you do wrong,
Mm.
unless I'm willing to understand you, unless I'm willing to be patient, long suffering, unless I'm willing to, if I ain't willing to do all that, then I don't love you for real. You know, so that's how I feel, and that's how my
That's
journey.
beautiful.
Appreciate that. That's how my journey of self has made me look at the word love now. Don't say it unless you mean it. So how can I mean it? I have to define it. So okay, I feel like most relationships end very toxically because start with yourself. Define what love means to you. And you know what? I think Bella, I think most people that should be the first conversation they have when they're trying to date people.
Mm.
What does the word love mean to you?
Okay, my notes.
Let's start
What
there.
does-
Let's come up with a team like our team, me and you. What let's define love together.
Mhm.
So every time we say it to each other, we'll know what we're saying. And that's what, but like I said, that's why people get mad though. Girl, I love you. I love you. But to her, it's like your actions aren't reflecting what I grew up knowing love to be,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's like with couples, first define love. Don't just assume that y'all have the same definition of the word love.
That's a good conversation starter.
Indeed.
I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
So the
So
second,
that was, how has your personal growth changed the way you approach your boundaries?
um, this is just real. And I have to be honest. Um, and I learned this from Dr. Dre, and I have to give him his props on this. He always used to tell me, John, I don't have conversations that I don't want to have. And then I was like, wow. I was like, that's some real shit. Like, he was like, John, you don't owe anybody
Mhm.
to have a conversation that you don't want to have. You just don't. And I adapted that. Like, wow, I don't owe nobody to have conversations. So when it comes to, because self-growth is also, it incorporates people you've met along the way. And I
Yes.
think that um our mission as humans is to, as we grow, take a little piece from everybody that you learn along the way. You might see some people in something that works for them, like how you just said about how I just broke down love, right?
Yes.
You like, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
Good. That's what we all here for as humans. So when it came to Dre, it was like life lessons like that. That's one that stuck with me. is when it comes to my boundaries is no, I don't have conversations that I don't want to have. So with that being said, anybody that know me personally, if I take the time to have a conversation with you, I really love you because I'm doing it because I care, not because I feel obligated, not because I feel like I owe you. Like, no, it's because I love you. I care about the situation. And time is the most valuable commodity. You feel
Oof.
me? I always tell people I could get $15 back. I can't get 15 minutes back. So if I spend
Yeah.
15 fucking minutes talking to you, dog, like that's important to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My time is important to me.
Yeah.
So when it comes to boundaries, I think my self growth is reflective of I don't I don't have conversations that I don't want to have. I don't go to places that I don't want to be. I don't feel obligated to stay places longer than necessary. I'm very just straightforward and honest with my boundaries, and I feel like growing up I wasn't. I have a big heart, so I would stay in certain conversations too long.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay in certain relationships too long. I would stay. I would. I would work with people I didn't want to work with. I would. It was a lot. I was just. It was the. What do they say? The. Damn, it's an expression that go with that. But I'll say I was putting the carriage before the horses. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Horse before the cart.
the horse. Yeah. Is that what they
Mhm.
say? If
Something
I
like
fuck
that.
that up, y'all look it up and correct me.
I don't think I ever told you this, but what you just explained, what Dr. Dre gave you,
Mm.
you told me that like 10 years ago, and I took it. And
Mhm.
I'm like that. Like I don't have conversations I don't want to have.
Yeah.
I so thank you for that.
No.
You shared that with me
And
a
look,
long time ago.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And hey, salute, because I will always give credit to where I get something from. I'll never take credit for something that I got from somewhere else. So I definitely got that from Dr. Dre. Of I don't have Jan, don't have conversations that you don't want to have. And literally, it used to be times where I would see this motherfucker like in a meeting with like Apple or like some important meeting, and in the middle of the conversation, he'd be like, I don't want to have this conversation. And the nigga would just get up and leave. And I used to
Yeah.
be like, damn, like that's what's up. Like he
Yeah.
didn't want to talk about this shit no more, so he didn't. So in with that being said, there's always a respectful way to let people know, hey, we've reached a point in my boundaries.
I'm done with
I'm done.
done.
And if somebody don't respect your boundaries, well,
They just don't give a fuck about you in
you feel me,
general.
right? So that's showing
Just
you
as a
something. As a
human.
human, that's showing you
Like,
something about them. And what was the last one?
so how has your personal growth changed the way you approach emotional responsibility?
Um, so I think that all of us as humans think that because we can justify our emotions, that makes us right all the time. And that's not true. So the phrase used was emotional responsibility.
Mhm.
Is that I had to realize, Jan, just because you can justify something don't mean you were right. It just
Ooh,
means you're you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't like that.
I know it burned.
It
It
just
burned.
stunned the
No,
show
didn't it?
bad.
Didn't it?
What?
Yeah, we go yeah. just
'Cause
just
uh,
because you can justify something doesn't mean you were right. Exactly. It's a tough one. Sit in that one. Yeah, go on.
mm,
Because it's true. And I had to
hmm,
true love and true emotional responsibility is looking at things from take yourself out of your body and look at it from the entire perspective.
that's a fact.
You
I
feel
know
me?
that.
How did you react? How did they react? What did they say? What did you say? How could you have handled it different? That's to me real emotional responsibility. And also, but going along with the whole just because you can justify things, I was bad at that. Like I
Mm,
used to feel like all the time, like because I consider myself a pretty smart person, right?
yeah.
So I can find a way to bullshit my way into an answer to anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I'm right. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make it right. And along the way, there probably was people that tried to tell me that, but I'm so when I get stuck in my ways and stuck in a train of thought, I go to war with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because it's this and this and this and this. And it's
Mhm,
like, but you wrong. You're wrong. Like, and going back to relationships, I remember in my immature days, right?
mhm.
If I was, Lord, y'all, God forgive me. But okay, let's say I cheated on a girl or something,
Okay.
right? I would literally try to justify it.
What?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how bad this shit is.
Oh.
Most of you dudes out there listen to this shit because I'm trying to tell y'all, change your ways, man. We got to grow the fuck up. If I got caught cheating on a girl or something, I'd have a million explain it. Well, the reason why it was because this and this. Like, stop.
Was it a you wasn't there for
Well,
me?
you feel me?
It's like, but
You
did,
don't
you
understand.
didn't even tell me you needed me.
Right. And so it's like we have to grow up. So it's like for me, emotional maturity and how that reflects on my journey now is that I think I am a very emotionally responsible person now. I don't
Mhm.
feel the need to respond to everything. Not everything needs a response.
Yeah.
Another quote that got me through and helped me to evolve and change. Um, I only respond to what someone says to me, not how what they say to me makes me feel.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
Only
That's
res-
emotional intelligence too.
you feel me? I'm gonna say it to the
I
camera.
like that.
Only respond to what someone says to you, not how what they said made you feel.
Mm.
Because a lot of the times we're not
I
even.
think I said it.
You
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
all
thinking about one
good.
of my episodes, but hearing you say it, hear somebody else say it is just like another light bulb, like, you know.
Because think about it. Let's say, and I'm gonna give you all an example, right? For anybody watching right now. Let's say you make some cookies, okay? And let's say you and black folks, we good for this, boy. We be so
Oh
deep in
boy.
emotional trauma responses that we
Yes,
don't.
we are.
So like, okay, let's say somebody makes some cookies. Somebody come over to the crib, and then the person like, hey, you want some cookies? And then the person like, no, I'm straight, I'm good. Man, we will go. Well, shit, you ain't gotta eat my motherfucking cookies. Fuck that shit. Like my cookies good than the motherfucker. Why you ain't? All they said was no. You don't know if that person already ate. You don't know if they got a stomach flu.
On a
You
diet.
don't, right? They could be on a diet, but that's a case of somebody responding to how something made them feel. All they said was no. They didn't say nothing to offend you. They wasn't shitting on your cookies. None of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times what I realize in life is most people are responding to emotions. They're not even responding to what you're saying. They're responding to the way you made them feel.
Or their how they interpreted it.
Interpreted, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Agree.
I agree with that. I did an episode on emotional intelligence. And yeah, emotional intelligence like plays a big part in any type of relationship you're trying to have, even work relationships, partnerships, business ships, like any ship you're trying to sell. You have to, your emotional intelligence is the steering wheel, the engine, and it makes it move, the way you want it to move or ship it.
Agree. Just be considerate.
Just be considerate.
That's all. That's all.
Now, with you releasing 12, because you're releasing an album every month,
Every month.
right?
Yeah.
Are the albums gonna have different themes to them? Is it gonna like involve any, you know, love
Yeah,
relationships?
yeah. It's one in particular. Yeah, a couple of them have themes. Yeah.
Okay.
One of them is definitely a relationship album where the
Okay.
each project is gonna be 8 songs. So
Mhm.
there's one where all 8 of them will be relationship songs. Like the one that's coming out next month is just it ain't no girl songs on there at all.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like just straight going in. But
Okay.
yeah, I think that each of them are gonna have a personality onto themselves. Yeah.
Okay. I had the pleasure of previewing the one that's coming out January
Yes.
20th, and I already told you I like it. I think you dope.
Thank you.
I told him everything he knows. No, okay.
The jig is up.
I'm gonna tell a little joke.
Uh-huh.
I call him Genuine because he be singing a little bit.
Little
He
bit,
be harmonizing a little bit.
little bit.
You
I
know,
don't call what I do singing.
it
I
is
as a
carrying a note. What I
as a
mean,
producer, I can hold a note
you always
long
say
enough
that.
to get the point across to real singers like yourself. And shouts to my sister Nikhil Johnson, who project coming out too.
Yes, shout out to her.
Yes, but I can't sing, man. No, I
Yes, you
know I
can. You
understand
can.
vocal tones, but that's
Well, yeah, because like even when we was working in the studio, you helped me with,
thank you.
you vocal coached a little bit,
Thank
and you Genuine. Quit playing.
relax, relax, relax,
We
relax.
are going to move on to something called my pink tea segment.
All right.
Now, y'all know in the pink tea segment, I'll be talking about trending topics and things like that. So I never gave a pink tea segment a title, but I'm going to title this one Real World Evolution and Support. Now, this is the moment in the culture where it reflects growth, as we're talking about right now, discipline and support. So let's talk about Krishan Rod. Clock it. Krishan recently signed a professional boxing deal, officially stepping into the ring, not for entertainment, not for reality TV chaos, but for discipline. This is a major pivot in her career. Krishan was introduced to us as an athlete first before a baddie, but she's still a baddie. We love Krishan. She's moving from instability to structure, from reaction to intention. What really stood out to me is how Clarissa supported her. She tweeted that she would be there for her, shouted her out, everything like that. And I love to see unity when a newcomer is stepping into a dominated field, because we all know Clarissa Shields is the GOAT. You know, Clarissa tweeted, I'm happy for Krishan. If she ever needs me, she knows I'm here. And that's what real support looks like. And shout out to Krishan. I am very happy to see her stepping into a more positive light. You know, I love to watch baddies, but we all know Krishan has been trying to step away from that. In the recent episodes of Baddies, she's not been wanting to fight. She's been wanting to just, conflict resolve, conflict resolution. So shout out to Krishan Rock. We wish you the best. You're gonna always be a baddie. You the reason why, other than Natalie Nunn, that the viewers fell in love with baddies. So shout out to you. I hope you win, every fight that you fight, and continue to, trust God on your journey. Continue to block out the negativity and whatever people were saying, and just continue to be the best version of yourself. We see your transformation. We see your spiritual growth. We love you and we support you. So shout out to Krishan Rock. I have not watched a recent episode of Baddies, but I have been seeing a lot of online chatter. I think the lady's name is Pressure or something with Tavy Baby. I don't know why they fighting, but I'm gonna tell y'all next week because I gotta watch the episode. It came out today. I don't know if y'all know, but I film on Sundays and we drop on Wednesdays. So shout out to Zeus Network, shout out to Clarissa, shout out to Krishan, and shout out to just women in power and unity. We love to see it. We love to see it. And that's it for my pink tea segment today.
Shouts to Clarissa, man.
Yes, I gotta get her on the show. Shout out to you know what? I love Clarissa. Every time I see her, she's just so nice and sweet. She's so nice and sweet.
That's a fact.
She is. I've never seen her turn down a picture for a fan. I have been in parties where she just busy, you know what I'm saying? But if you come up to her, she gonna take a picture with you.
That's a
She gonna
fact.
talk to you. She gonna shake your hand. You
The
know.
same, and I'll just say, shouts to Rish. She's the same person that I met. Like nothing has ever changed her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean that in the best way possible. I feel like she's always had a clear identity of who she is. Um, and she don't give a fuck who understand or don't understand, which is how you should be.
And she a
And
Pisces. They like that.
yeah,
You know.
and so shouts to Sister Bear, shouts Rich.
Yes, we love you, Quote. All right. So now let me say this clearly for you guys. Wanting monogamy is not an insecurity, as we heard the artist Yahn Freeman say when he was growing up and he wanted to love one woman. He got clowned for it and it made him insecure. But, fellas, it's not an insecurity. It should not be made to be an insecurity. Wanting exclusivity is not exclusivity. Sorry, guys. My mouth is dry because, I've been talking. It's not control. Wanting clarity is not asking for too much, it's value. So, if you are a man or a woman that is wanting to date or dating, please know that if the person is asking questions, it's for clarity. But there is a difference between nagging and wanting clarity. There is a difference. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if somebody gives you an answer, you just have to trust that what they say until they show you differently. That's how I move. Like, okay, this what you saying? I'm gonna trust that until you show me otherwise. Then you can nag them. But you know, and for me, I don't think monogamy is the problem. It's not the word, because it's a word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the source of the issue with people like getting confused is not, like you said, communication, like overly communicating.
Mhm.
I don't like to call it overly communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm gonna ask you until I feel like I understand.
Right.
Because everyone learns differently. Like, My regional said to me, Latreya, you are so detailed. She didn't mean it in a negative way. I am a very detailed person. I am the person that most things I need from point A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because I need to understand why are we doing this? Why am I doing this? Or how am I doing this? I'm not the person where you can say, okay, that's how you do it. No. I need a step by step. That's how I learn. And it doesn't make you dumb. It doesn't make you slow. It doesn't make you nothing other than you just have that style of learning. So, a lot of, men, and I'm not trying to shit on y'all niggas, but it's the truth. Like a lot of men feel like, oh, she just be asking me all these questions. She just wants some clarity because she not understanding like whatever you said ain't matching up. So she needs to know, okay, you said this, but this is happening. So I need to know, like, just clarify this for me. You know what I'm saying? So I have a question for you.
I got one for you before you ask me.
Go ahead.
So here's a question I have. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So for the little Yans of the world, right? For the little boys right now
Mm-hmm.
who want to be in love, but the culture today makes it seem like just being a nice guy isn't enough.
Mm.
Because in today's world, it seems like kind of like the role that men played in the 90s and 80s, where it was, okay, I'm going to hit it and quit it and move on.
Yeah.
It seems like in today's day and age, women are kind of assuming that role.
Yes. I
You know
talked
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's almost like, because when I was growing up, man, like I said, it was for me to want to be monogamous. It was, man, that shit was, it was not the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But now it feels like today, for young women to want to be monogamous is the thing that isn't the norm anymore. So
Mhm.
what do you say to like the young dude who does want to be in love and does want to find love, but it just seems like that's not what his generation of women want? Like it seemed like almost like money has taken the place, or
Excuse me.
status or clout has taken the place of wanting love, care, and wanting a genuine dude to be there for you.
Excuse me. What would I say?
What would you say to little Zach?
I would say, first of all, be confident in yourself. You know, we have to teach kids to learn how to step outside of societal norms.
Uh,
So I would just tell little Yans of the world, love yourself,
mhm,
block out the noise,
mhm,
you know. And then when the little Yan evolves into teenage Yan,
mhm.
young man Yan, be patient. Because I know that this generation, I had the same conversation with my 17-year-old child, my son. Like, the internet is fake. I feel like this generation,
Right.
we weren't as exposed to the world on a large scale
Mhm.
like they are now. Because are we speaking in this generation, right? What would I say? Where we weren't as exposed to that. So I always make sure I tell my son that the internet is not a real place. Stop thinking that this is how you're supposed to treat a woman, or this is how a woman is supposed to treat you. Connect to reality.
Right.
It's okay to not be or operate in a way that people tell you to. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's okay to do that. I feel like for the little Yans of the world, I would just tell them self love, because you attract what you are in most cases. So if you're pouring into yourself and treating yourself a certain way, that's what you're going to attract. And you have to be okay in lonely seasons, because when you don't abide by what societal norms are, you will have lonely times. You have
Mhm.
to like yourself enough to be by yourself for a minute, if that's what it's going to take. Because I feel like a lot of time, this might seem off kilter, but I feel this is just my train of thought. I feel like a lot of times people don't know how to be alone because they don't even like themselves enough.
Mhm.
If you don't like you enough, how you expect somebody else to like you enough? You have to sit with yourself. You don't always have to be, I'm talking to this person trying to get to know them. Like me, I ain't talking to nobody trying to get to know nobody, because I'm trying to get to know me more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so just believe in yourself, love on yourself, block out the noise, and fuck the societal norms, because it's not real. The internet is a fairy tale, a digital fairy tale, okay?
That's a fact.
It's a digital fairy tale. All we had was Vibe magazine, Ebony magazine, and shit. I don't know, like, we have music videos and things like that, but I feel like our generation was smart enough to know that this shit was just for entertainment.
I agree.
These kids now, I have to literally tell my son, like, bro, like, no, no, both of my sons. My youngest is 13, and no, the internet is fake. Stop trying to put on. You're not like this. You're not like this. You're not raised like this. I don't play that with my boys. Like, I don't care if nobody call you a simp. Loving somebody, loving one person is not a simp, little yawns of the world. It's not. Because you have to think about if it was you.
Come on now.
If a girl is telling you she love you, little yawns of the world, and then you find out she's loving other people and lying to you, think about how that would make you feel. Most of these men who teach these young guys to deal with multiple women is because they have some type of deep-seated mommy issue and insecurity and void that they're trying to fill. So you keep dealing with different bitches because you're not happy with yourself. You insecure. And I know that because let me tell you, I have a lot of male friends. I've even dated guys where I'm like, I'm asking real shit. Women don't ask questions like this. Well, I'm asking. So let's go. Let's see. And I'm telling you, the majority of them will tell me, like, I just got some mama issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, I'm not confident with myself. So I feel like getting a whole bunch of girls makes me feel confident about myself. And I was like, well, why are you not confident about yourself? Well, nobody's gonna like me if I only got one girlfriend. Well, why do you care about people liking you? You have to instill that into your children. Like, your young children, you have to instill into them, it's okay if people don't like you. You were not born to be liked. You know what I'm saying? Like, authenticity gets you further than being inauthentic. And we have to teach children from a young age to be authentically themselves. And we have to be real with them. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Everyone's not going to like you. You have to like yourself enough to not give a fuck. And that's how I raised all three of my children. They're 20. Well, Kanai about to be 22. So 22, KJ will be 18 this year, and Cameron going to be 14. That's how I tell my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, me and my ex-husband, we tell them that, like, fuck what people, like yourself enough to where if somebody don't like what you doing, how you moving, you're not gonna care. They're not your tribe. That's not your person. They're not for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to unapologetically be yourself. I teach my children emotional intelligence. You know how siblings be fighting and bickering and stuff? My kids don't do that. Cause I ain't play that. I taught them from a young age emotional intelligence, to the point where my 17-year-old son is comfortable talking to me about his dating life. Everything. Sometimes it'll be a little too much, but you know.
I can dig it. Me and my mother had that type of relationship as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it gets real.
you have to teach them emotional intelligence. And I tell them all the time, like, a lot of women don't make you the man. You could end up with a bunch of babies.
That's a
You
fact.
could end up with a whole bunch of STDs.
That's a fact.
You could end up with you never know what a jaded person will do to you.
That's a fact.
So I teach my children, do not play with people's emotions.
That is a fact.
So yeah, that's what I would say. I know that probably sounded everywhere, but I mean,
I received it.
okay.
So what would you say to the little girls of the world? The little girls of the world that today, I feel like the way it's being projected in today's world for women is that if they love a man, they is on some sucker shit. You feel me? That's the way it's perceived. Well, yeah, when you got situations where a woman is dictating whether she fucks with a dude based on what restaurant they go to and all of this.
It's a bitch being weird.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like it seems like in today's world, what's being preached to women is no love, feelings, protectors, providers, fuck all that. How much money this nigga got? What kind of car this nigga drive? What restaurant did the nigga take you to? So what do you say to the little girls of the world? The little girl who wants to be in love.
There's two sides to that. So I'ma just say this. First off, I don't know. Like, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the opposite of what you're seeing.
Really?
I swear to God, I'm seeing dudes say they don't gotta take no woman on a date. If she really fuck with you, you ain't gotta take her on a date. I feel like that's a nigga that don't like you. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm seeing like women just settling. Like, women are taught from a young age to prep themselves to be chosen. They're not taught to love themselves. You are prepped from a young age as a woman to be a certain way for a man to choose you. And yeah, I don't know what you said.
And you feel
like, I'm serious though.
you don't see the world that we live
I
in,
do, but I'm not
where
seeing
it's
it from your
justified where it's almost seemingly like encouraged for women to fuck with multiple dudes. And
I feel like this. I'm gonna say this.
you don't see that?
I'm gonna say
You
this. I'm
just
gonna say
blind.
this.
You
I'm gonna
don't
say
see
no, because you said it differently. Okay, now, okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm
And to
not gonna
not be
say
in love and
I'm not gonna say I encourage it,
okay.
but I'm not gonna tell a woman that she cannot. I feel like if you are gonna mess with multiple dudes, you should be honest whether you're a man or a woman. Because I feel like your body, your choice. As a woman, I feel like my body, my choice. No man can tell me what I should and should not be
But
doing
what is that
with
rooted
my
in?
body.
You just told me that for men it's rooted in insecurity. So if a woman does it, what is that rooted in?
Sexual freedom. No, women do be insecure when they fuck with multiple men, but we're not
If
talking about
no
that.
other statement taught y'all that this is a biased ass show, it's that statement.
Said, I am the devil's advocate.
When a man do it, he's insecure. If a woman do it, it's freedom.
No,
Don't
okay.
y'all be listening.
No, you trying to twist my words. You ain't even let me finish.
Bro, did you hear that shit she
No,
just
because
said?
you just asked me. You just asked me. Ask me again what you said.
I ain't gotta ask you again. Y'all rewind it. Take it back. Take it back to a. What? I didn't say shit.
You want to fist the cuffs? Yeah, we can do this right now.
Yo, see, that's crazy.
I already said earlier in the show, I don't think it's okay for a woman to be promiscuous. I don't think that's okay.
But why?
I don't think it's okay,
but
for no
here's
one
the
to be
question.
promiscuous.
Well, you just almost lightweight tried to justify it if a woman does it.
I really was just talking shit.
No, hell no.
You know that. Come on now.
Everybody
I like
watching.
to rage bait. Like,
listen, everybody. I'm glad I'm here today. Then,
rage bait.
I know when I'm not here, niggas be catching it. If that is where we at, that's crazy.
It's only because it's you.
All right, yeah, only because it's me. Please, niggas in the comments, let us know what you think. She just was about to sit up here and say, when dudes are promiscuous, it's solely because they're insecure.
No,
and
that's
they
not
have
what I mean.
mommy issues.
No.
But if a woman does it,
a lot of women.
it's freedom.
No, we were talking about monogamy. And I'm saying if dudes feel like they need a lot of women, it's insecurities and mommy issues. I'm not talking about promiscuity. I'm talking about a man who feel like they need a lot of women. Women don't feel like they need a lot of men.
And my question to you was, so when women do it, what do you attribute it to? And you said freedom.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it there.
Why I can't say that? What's wrong with that?
So
because
okay.
What's wrong with that? Because this is the thing. We're talking about monogamy, right? It's not okay for nobody to be lying, but then we flipped it to sex. I'm talking about monogamy. It's okay. I feel like, let me tell you something. It's okay if you are a man and you're being honest. Okay, fuck who you want to fuck. But if you are lying about your monogamy, you are insecure. No, because that's what the basis of it was. We were talking about monogamy on.
All I said. I mean, Bella,
no, I'm trying to. Hey, this is how we be talking for real life. Y'all get some real raw like this.
Y'all getting the moment. Look, all I said was when men
call me my government.
Yeah, I let you put it all out there. You said when men do it, you was on your high horse. You was man, you was getting to it. You said that these niggas got mommy issues, they insecure. I said, well, what would you attribute when a woman does that? You don't feel like when a woman does that, it comes from daddy issues?
Yes, I'm gonna be real.
You don't feel like when a woman does that, it comes from having irresponsible ass women in their life, not teaching them how to properly be women?
Yes,
you don't feel like when women
were talking about monogamy, not promiscuity. Two different titles, yeah.
What I'm just saying.
It's not okay to be promiscuous, but we were talking about monogamy. Now, if a woman is being promiscuous,
the initial question was
we were talking about monogamy.
Little Yahn, and you were giving advice to Little Yahn
about love and monogamy.
About love.
Yeah, we weren't talking about sex.
What would you say to the little girls who out there in the world that feel like they shouldn't be in love and they should be
But you didn't ask me it like that.
I sure did.
Mm-mm.
I love you.
I love you
I love
more.
you. What's the next question?
No, for real.
All right, what's the
No,
next
we
question?
got to clear my name because he is not about to do me
I
in
ain't
like
did
that.
nothing.
No,
I ain't did nothing. What's the next question?
no, seriously, I don't have another question.
So we just shooting the shit.
No, I do have I have statements, but I don't have questions.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So before we move on, okay, look, I'm gonna let her recover. Men and women.
I cannot.
Men and women in the world that's watching this right now, listen. We all need each other, man.
We do.
I be seeing this is my thing. I be seeing so much online where it's basically men versus women. Okay?
Yes.
We all got here because at some point or another, a man and a woman both agreed on something, committed to it, and out came you, and out came me. At least if it was only 1 second long, humans, the reason why we're all here is because a man and a woman agreed on something. So think about how fucking powerful that is. While we all be bitching and moaning and complaining and debating about certain things, I'm not talking about us. I mean, just in general
yeah.
in life, right? When a man and woman agree on something, life itself comes from that. That's crazy as fuck. So for me, I'm always trying to find the middle ground of understanding women. I don't always feel like I'm right. I don't always feel like I'm wrong. I feel like when I meet women, I'm seeking to learn information from her because I feel like um and we're gonna get this could get super deep, but I definitely feel
That's
like
what we're here for.
I feel like, and I don't give a fuck who watching this or what you say in the comments. This is my beliefs. I can live my life the way the fuck I want to live it, right?
Period.
But I feel like, okay, God is male and female. God is responsible for everything, right?
Yep.
So I feel like if you cut God in half, right? Okay, half, half.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things that you were born with, certain information, certain perspectives that I literally was not born with. So I need to shut the fuck up and listen to you sometimes. There's points of views and perspectives and things that you were not born with that only men have, and
Yeah.
women have to shut the fuck up sometime and just listen. So for me, I walk into every conversation wanting to learn and listen because I know that I don't know everything. It's a song I got called The Code where I say I'm looking for my second set of
To the
eyes.
code.
Yes,
I know that
indeed.
song.
And it's like I do look at women like that because y'all women's intuition, I feel like y'all have that as a form of protection for us. It protects y'all all the time, but I feel like men are so logical sometimes that y'all see shit from a perspective that we don't. And y'all women's intuition is what make y'all be like, "Dang, I don't fuck with that nigga." That's we supposed to
But
listen
see,
to
every
that.
man ain't like
These
you.
niggas need to grow. We all need to grow the fuck up. Like, know
But
what I'm
see,
saying?
I did an
And respect that
episode.
about each other. Go ahead.
I did an episode addressing the whole man and woman, and
Mm.
I don't just bash men. You get what I'm saying? I have done in my episodes, I have told women about themselves. Have I not, Brian? You don't
Brian,
remember
I
my
wish y'all
episode?
could see Brian face.
Because
Brian
you
looked
don't
like
edit the episodes and keep it pushing.
Brian.
I
Brian looked
did
like,
the
why you want me
emotional
to lie to this
intelligence
man like
episode,
that?
the divine pop, feminine power episode. Don't play with me,
Now look
Brian.
at her trying to bully Brian into
No,
saying
no,
what
I know where you live.
y'all
No.
listen, this is bullying. Y'all heard of toxic masculinity? This is toxic femininity. She is bullying Brian, who
I'm
is
gonna
by
bully you when the cameras go off.
Brian is literally in tears behind the camera right now. He is scared for his life. Brian is literally scared for his fucking life
I'm
behind
gonna
the
let y'all
camera.
know this is the only person that pulls this side out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from you, and you know that. You
Thank you.
know how much I respect
And
you.
I've learned a lot from
Yeah.
you as well, and I
Yeah.
respect you.
I
Just
know that. I know that. But
absolutely.
this was fun.
This is
You
this
got
is
you.
like a
This
10-year
is the
friendship.
Jon Freeman podcast today. This his shit today. Okay.
What can
He
I
came
say?
in the show. He came and took over on the show. The only person that will ever be able to sit on my couch and
But
do
Bella,
this.
listen, let me tell you something.
Yes.
A lot of times, so okay, over the years, I've done a lot of interviews, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes you can tell when people just don't give a shit. They want to get you in, get you out, or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, m- First of all, I thank you for giving me a space to feel comfortable enough being myself, right? But we joke and we kid, but I honestly just wanted to make sure I give you the best interview possible.
Yes.
Make sure I make it as fun as possible because I want to see you succeed in all things that you do. So if there's a way that I could contribute to that, at least if it's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always do it, and I always want to make sure I give my best.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of how much love and respect I have for you and our friendship.
Yes, I appreciate you. I was so excited when you said you wanted to come on.
For sure, for sure.
See?
For sure, for sure,
Like, no, like we really like whatever.
for
You know.
sure.
So maybe the real question isn't about our man capable of monogamy.
Because yes, we are.
Maybe the real question is, are we all brave enough to tell the truth about what we want before we involve someone else's heart?
Agreed.
Because love isn't about possession, it's about presence. I want to leave everybody with an affirmation. I'll give y'all affirmations to take with you throughout your week or whenever you see this episode. The thought of today is love is not about limiting someone, it is about choosing them honestly. Affirm that I am worthy of love that aligns with my values. I honor my desires without apology. I choose relationships rooted in clarity and truth. I release connections that require me to abandon myself. I trust aligned love to meet me where I am. Thank you to the artist, Yahn Freeman. Y'all have to respect his name change. He said he wasn't going to get mad when y'all say he's not, but adapt to his newfound identity. He's stepping into more of himself, and he's doing it for the culture. This is the people's rapper, so we're gonna respect the artist Yahn Freeman.
And that's my real name. My
It's
mama
his real
named me
name.
Jan. Like if y'all call me Connor, it's cool. I
Yeah.
get it's a nickname, but my real name is Jan.
It is. And your project, the first one, is coming out January
January 20th.
20th. All of his links for all of his stuff that's out now, from iTunes to Spotify to wherever it's streaming, will be in the description. His social media handles. You have a website for merch as well.
Yes, y'all please go to www.connorculture.com. That's CONNORCULTURE.com. It got my old projects, new projects, my docu-series, The Road to Legendary is on there, merch, physical copies, all of that, and it'll keep you updated on my next releases as well. So connorculture.com.
Yes. Thank you. Shout out to, once again, Flintstone Girl Productions. They make this all possible. Please follow them on Instagram and also follow the Pink Frequency Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of the links will be in the description box. As usual, I love y'all comments. Whether I agree with you or not, whether you agree with me or not, I always thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week whenever you see this. And, love, love, love. Thank you. Flint
Thank you.
Legend, period.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Peace.